Yo, can't stop, won't slow, baby. What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing out there? How is everybody doing out there? Let's find out, shall we? See what's going on out there in the wide world. Guys are getting exhausted. Holy smokes. We just finished a live group video call over on the Patreon. We're going to be doing another one shortly after this live stream is done, guys. We're just going nuts with it, guys. It's absolutely crazy. Guys, fantastic news. We closed XCN over 1 cent one. Absolutely fantastic close. 1 cent 145. Fantastic. All right. What do we got going out in the wide world here? Jetpack, my guy. The future is now. Good evening, all. Staying the course and following the plan is always key during confusing times. Couldn't have said it better myself, brother. Couldn't have said it better myself. Orlando, Onyx Coin, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. We had a solid close today, guys. Further continuation is in the cards. As always, guys, make sure that you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. Helps the channel grow, costs you absolutely nothing, and you're going to learn so much awesome stuff, guys, okay? Especially if you're over on the Patreon. Holy smokes, has it just been trailblazing over there, guys. Everybody's joining. It's going crazy. The live group calls, we're having a blast. Frank, he never stops. Can't stop, won't slow, baby. H. Barbarina in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Amazing coins for you. I'm sorry I missed the live. Was at dinner with my father. Hey, never apologize for spending time with your loved ones, my friend. Absolutely fantastic. And you're here now. That's all that matters, right? So fantastic. Squirt Reynolds in the house. Where you been, my brother? Finally, for once, I'm not late. Yeah, but you should probably do 50 push-ups anyway, just because, right? In case you're late next time, right? KD3, our crypto leader, is relentless. We got to be, guys. We got to be relentless. All hail the crypto leader, Rob. Absolutely, man. Doug A, good evening, my brother. What's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Beeps. The future crypto millionaires in the house. Never stops. Absolutely, man. I don't know how you do it. Sometimes I don't know how I do it, man. I'm just on autopilot most of the time, right? So I tell you right now, when we finish doing this live stream, like we literally just finished a live group video call on the Patreon. Now we're doing this live stream, and then we go back and we're doing another live group video call over on the Patreon after this. After that, I am going to lay down and watch a movie and turn everything off because I have not left this computer all day. It's been so crazy busy. Helping everyone get caught up because we have so many new members over on the Patreon. In the last 2 days, it's exploded. So I've spent this whole day helping everyone get caught up, scheduling in one-on-one coaching sessions and stuff like that. So it's been crazy busy, guys, but I love every minute of it. I love this community, and I love helping everybody learn. So, yes, JASMY soon. Hopefully it's coming, man. It's coming. XCN has just showed us, guys, that patience pays dividends, right? Crypto Boss, what's up, man? Hey, Rob, price target for XCN this cycle? Depends on a time frame, brother. My next 2 legs up are as follows. Short term, I think we're moving up somewhere around that 3 to 5 cent range. Long term, sometime probably around March, April. The spring top, I'm targeting between 10 to 12 cents. Lord of the Realm in the house. What's up, brother? David with a Y. Where have you been hiding, my brother? Good to see you, man. Ty, made alive. Awesome. Awesome. Master P's in the house. XCM will pass 10 cents. Absolutely. William, what's up, buddy? There you are. Rob, you deserve to relax. Oh, jeez. I know, brother. I know. Believe me, I need it. David with a Y, I finally joined the Patreon today. Nice. You got to shoot me a DM, brother. Let me know what your handle is over there. Marvin with the super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother. Much love. Hey, I appreciate you, man. We're family. You know that. Hopefully, I don't know if you've been tuning in, if you were in the live video call this afternoon, man, but or about an hour ago. So hopefully you're there this evening, man. Absolutely appreciate you, my friend. I appreciate you. Savvy, what's up, man? What's up, Rob? Thanks for everything you do. Hey, I do what I can, brother. I do what I can. Thank you for supporting the channel, guys. That's what matters to me. Jasmy will pump like crazy for sure. Absolutely. Its time is coming, man. Hey, Rob, what's the support price for XCN? I think right now we're holding a pretty solid support where we are right about now, man. Between here and about a penny is where I want to see us kind of hang out and consolidate, right? I mean, we closed a daily candle above a penny. Like I said, 1 cent, 1.4, 1 cent, 1.4. If we can stay in this range, even just until next week, like today and tomorrow, and then going into next week, hopefully we have some mega bullish stuff happening with Trump, with the inauguration, with the FOMC meeting. Could be a massive week for crypto, my friends. 89 people watching, only 27 likes. Hit the like. Yes, absolutely, Beeps. Absolutely, guys. Smash that like. Smash the subscribe button, too, guys. We're trying to push up to 10K subs. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We need about 1,350, so let's go. If you are not subscribed, help the channel grow, guys. Let's push it up. Let's get it up to that 10K level, man. That would be absolutely phenomenal. What else do we got? Barley, love the video, bro. Keep them coming. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Oscar, Jasmy recovering nicely within the bullish structure. Cheers. Absolutely, man. It is very bullish. We'll look at Jasmy's chart in a few moments. GN, Jasmy is the best, guys, but Jasmy, because it is time. Yes, time to buy. Yes, Jasmy actually is a pretty good buy right now. I agree with that. Where will Miria's video be in the Patreon, here or for YouTube? Where will the Miria video be? I just posted one over on the Patreon, my friend. Go if you're over there, you're over there. Go check it out. Sorry, I got something in my eye there. Rob, I think the top might. I lost you there. Rob, I think the top might be March, April, then another spring step in the fall. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I'm mapping out right now, man. I think we see a spring peak somewhere around the end of March, beginning of April. And then I think we see about a 30-40% correction in Bitcoin and about a 60% correction in the altcoin market. And then I think we go sideways. That's probably like May, June, and then in July we start slowly working our way back up for a blow off top between the middle of September and the middle of November. That's kind of where I'm mapping out like the peak of the cycle. So yeah, I agree with that right there, man. I agree for sure. Oscar, what's your take on the Office Trump coin? I think that it's high risk, high reward right now because it is pumped like crazy. But I mean, if he talks about that meme coin on Monday during his inauguration speech, if he mentions it, it's going to go ballistic. But the flip side of that is that if he doesn't, no matter how you slice it, that coin is going to have a massive correction, right? So if you're going to get into it, I can't give you financial advice, but I would say probably don't ape heavy amounts of money into it. If it was me, I would drop a couple hundo in it maybe and expect for it to dump and for me to lose money. And if you end up making money on it because he talks about it, then boom, it'd be a reward. But there will be a massive pullback on that project. Make no mistake about it, right? Tyler, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, what else do we have? Thank you. I'm happy with XCN. I'm just worried if we dumb because it will be hard. I entered at 2055. I mean, we already dumped. We topped right up here. This is what people are not, I guess, getting. We could dump further. Don't get me wrong. We could correct further, but I don't think that we will. I think we're pretty close to where we're going to be. I mean, we've already corrected 38%, right? So I mean, some consolidation here over the weekend wouldn't be shocking to me at all, right? William racked up 8 mil. Nice. That's a nice bag, brother. That is a nice bag. Good evening, Bruno. How you doing, buddy? Marvin, brother. It was amazing. Like and join the Patreon. The sauce is there. Yes, absolutely, man. Guys, the sauce is definitely over on the Patreon. I agree. Joe B, Jasmy price prediction in the short term, bro. 7 cents, man. If I look over at the Jasmy charts right now, right? So my breakout of this structure is right up here. I already posted it right here. 7 to 8 cents is my target on the breakout in the short term. So the problem is we broke out. We failed the retest on the top of the trend line, and then we fell back inside. But the good news is we're still inside of a bullish structure. So in saying that, we will have another chance at the breakout. We need to have a solid breakout, a retest of the trend line to confirm the breakout, and then we go, right? My target again, 7 cents, probably next week, right? But there is an aspect you guys have to be aware of, okay? If Trump is mega bullish in his inauguration speech on crypto, and if he does sign an executive order, a pro-crypto executive order, or even multiple pro-crypto executive orders next week, along with Jay Powell being even neutral to bullish on the markets or the economy, guys, there's a very real possibility that not just Bitcoin, but everything's going to go crazy, right? If the stars align and those three things happen, TA, you can pretty much throw it right out the window because all altcoins and Bitcoin are going to smash through resistance levels like a hot knife through butter. If Trump signs pro-crypto executive orders, if he talks positively about Bitcoin in his inauguration speech, and Powell is neutral to bullish on the economy, forget it, man. It is moonshot city. But the opposite is true too. So be aware of that, guys, right? Be aware of the flip side of that coin. But the potential is there, right? Toby, had to join. You're right. You're just too good. I'm about to dump a big amount into your last members only pick. Can't wait to see that one pop off. I'm actually picking the same one up tonight, Toby. So I'll be picking up a big bag with you. I'm continuing to stack like a madman. And Toby, it's fantastic to have you as part of the family, brother. What do we got here? Way of the Taco. You're a legend, Robinator. The way of the taco is actually the legend, my friend, because tacos are just legends, right? I love tacos. I love tacos. Way of the Taco in the house. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. I tried to be funny. I wasn't, sadly. What else do we have? Master P, guys, the news might be no tax in crypto super bullish. Yes, that could be ridiculous. Haven't even thought about that. You know, he signs an executive order getting rid of capital gains tax on American crypto companies. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap, right? Madness. Morning from the UK in the house. Orlando, good time to buy XCN right now. Yes, it is actually. It's had its correction, so it is a decent time to pick it up, in my opinion. Ondo's making a comeback. Is Ondo starting to climb? Is Ondo starting to climb? Oh, yeah, it's starting to creep up. Starting to creep up. I got you. Trump has 80% of the coin. He will dump, but they can't wait. But they can't for another 90 days. He will dump. It'll dump no matter what. It's going to dump probably in the next couple days. Nothing goes up that violently and then doesn't dump violently too, right? Boomer, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Liquidity getting that pump action again. What up, everybody? Yeah, we're getting it. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Rob, your channel deserves 1 million subscribers. I can't see it happening. I can see it happening. So I hope so, man, because this community is phenomenal, guys. I love you guys. I love coming on, chatting with you guys and stuff. It's absolutely amazing, guys. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you join the community, guys. Make sure you're smashing that subscribe button. And definitely get your butts over to the Patreon because there's so much popping over there right now, guys. I'm telling you, we're having a blast over there, man. We are having a blast. I don't believe you when you said Jasmy will go up to 7 cents. You told us XCN would hit 2031, but it didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well played, sir. Well played. Babes, boom. Don't worry about XCN. It's weird what's going on with this coin. It's going to surprise you for sure. Yeah, it shocked me, man. Night before last night, I called for a 1 cent XCN, but I called for it in 2 weeks. So I was wrong. It happened way sooner. I got the price right, but the timeline was off. So, yeah. Whose house? Drew's house. What's up, man? Jasmy and XCN originally learned about both from you, brother. I definitely have that beer. I owe you ready. Yes, I will be collecting, brother. I will be collecting. XCN to the moon. Absolutely. Oh, boy, I'm excited. Me too, brother. Me too, man. Binance listing XCN will be huge. Yes, a lot of speculation right now that big purchase, those big purchases of Onyx coin over the last couple of days was actually Binance, guys. So a Binance listing on Onyx coin right now would be absolutely insane, you guys. Insane. I cannot wait for that to happen. I think it is going to happen, guys. I think it's coming. I can feel it in the air tonight. I can feel it in the air tonight. All right, what else do we have? Oh, Crypto Boss, when Binance listing for XCN? Hopefully soon, man. Hopefully soon. I think that what they'll do is they'll announce like a futures listing first, right? To kind of build up liquidity, gauge interest. That's generally what Binance does when they're about to list a project. They usually put it on perpetual futures first, and then they list it in spot a few weeks later. It's usually what happens. Master P, that Trump coin will dump hard. Take profits now. Yep. If you're in it, you're in profits. I agree 100%. Nobody ever went broke taking profits, guys. Imagine being able to use XCN token to get 30% off your sports tickets and entertainment. Oh, man, if I could get my Leafs tickets that way, oh, absolutely fire, brother. Chain is huge and already being used by Visa and other institutions. It's insane. Yes, people have no idea what's coming with this project, guys. Any news that Binance removing Jasmy from? Well, we won't hear about that until the first week of April. The first week of April is the next time Binance will be evaluating Jasmy and everything else in the innovation zone or monitoring zone. Rob, you were right about XCN. No one will really believe when that is at 201. Now they believe at 1 cent. Yes, exactly. But that's how it was with Jasmy too, to be honest. We were talking about Jasmy. I joke about it all the time, but 2 years ago we were doing live streams with talking about Jasmy, and there was like 10 people here, like 10 people in the chat, right? If that, sometimes only like 2 or 3. No one wanted to hear about it, right? But and Jasmy was like 204, 205. And now everybody loves Jasmy. Well, I mean, listen, the community does. When I say everyone now loves Jasmy, I'm talking about other content creators. Now all of a sudden, they're all like, we were talking about it the whole time. No, you weren't. We were doing live streams here and nobody cared, right? But that's okay. That's okay because we want bigger content creators to talk about our stuff. It makes the coin get more liquidity, more people adopting it, right? So that's what we want to see, guys. That's very, very bullish. Squirt Reynolds, 2K into 20K with XCN. I can't complain. That is how babies are made, my friend. That is how babies are made. Look at Bitcoin slowly creeping up quietly as well. $105,171, man. Very nice. Very nice indeed. All right, so yeah, Bitcoin's looking good. XCN's looking good. Jasmy's looking prime. Let's see. You know what, Jetpack? We're going to get into that video you sent me, man. So again, guys, courtesy Jetpack, community member, sending me all kinds of info on Onyx Coin. Check this out, guys. XCN is the first fully DeFi ISO 222 compliant project there is. Yes, people have been asking me about this. Yes, the answer is yes. Chain, Visa, Onyx Coin. You love to see it, guys. Where were we now? I had your video queued up. I just got to find it. Where is it? Let's get into this first. We'll find it. We'll find it as we go. Rect Capital, BTC, Bitcoin is the only, is one daily resistance away from breaking out to a new all-time high yet again. The daily close above the final resistance followed by the post-breakout retest would be enough to launch Bitcoin into price discovery. Until then, Bitcoin will live between $101,000 and $106,000. So yes, I agree, guys. Probably next week we will see that breakout on Bitcoin, barring anything really horrible happening. That's kind of what I am projecting. What else do we have here? Bitwise bought $200 million worth of Bitcoin ETFs from BlackRock, or no, BitB. Sorry, they bought some of its own ETF. So anyway, Bitwise has purchased $200 million worth of Bitcoin ETFs. This is the biggest single day inflow since the launch last year. Very bullish, guys. Where is that? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So this guy's courtesy of Jetpack sent me a video. But first, Rob talks. I listen. Make 70K on Onyx. Made 70K on Altcoin. Thank you. Hey, I'm happy for you, brother. I am definitely happy for you. Congratulations, man. Rob was right about JASMY and XCN. The GOAT. He's the GOAT. Hey, Rob, I'm following your steps at the end of this bull run. After we are millionaires, I will invite you to a strip club in Orlando that I run, and we will celebrate. Hey, you don't got to ask me twice. Beer is beer, my friend, and I am Canadian after all. Wait, XCN is an ISO coin? Yes, sir, it is compliant. When do you think would be a good entry point? Well, it wouldn't be bad to DCA right now. It's already corrected 38 to 40%. And yeah, so there you go. Not a bad entry point. All right, so courtesy of Jetpack, guys, community member, you know him, you love him. He says, here's a two-part clip of the founder, Adam Lodwin, speaking on chain and partners with different organizations like Visa to help build, deploy blockchain networks. This is massive. Check it out, guys.
I am Adam Ludwin, co-founder, CEO of Chain. Chain is a blockchain technology company, and we partner with...
Now, those of you who don't know Chain, a.k.a. XCN.
Organizations like Visa to build and deploy blockchain networks. And I want to tell you a little bit more about what that means and how it applies to Visa B2B Connect. The most important thing to appreciate about a blockchain is this. It enables a new medium for money, a natively digital medium for money itself. To understand a little bit more about what that means, let's look briefly at a couple of other industries outside of payments. For example, music. The medium of music has actually changed a few times, from live to recorded, from recorded to digital but downloadable, and then from downloadable to streaming. It's always music, but different mediums enable new services. Or publishing, that is text, right? So text was written word, and then it became bookmaking. That was a huge medium shift. And then from bookmaking to the web, another massive one, and now to mobile. Again, always text, but very different mediums, very different services transforming the market that the medium is in. And finally, communication. So our voice. This is a real photo recently unearthed. This was how we communicated, proximately, right? We couldn't move our voice over distance until we figured out, actually, we could with wires, and we built the modern telephone system, the switch line system. Of course, today, our voice increasingly is going over the internet, another new medium shift for our voice, and enabling new services with voice over IP, like video and more advanced conference calling. So always our voice, always text, always music, new mediums enabling new services that were just not possible before. So let's look back at money. It turns out the medium of money has changed throughout human history, from precious metals to certificates for those precious metals that ultimately became government-issued fiat currencies, to the centralization or immobilization of those currencies in ledger systems that allowed us to use our currency over distance, much more efficient for transacting over distance, but unfortunately has now kind of run up against the limits of what it can do in terms of international and digital. To this new medium shift, yes, the medium of money is changing once again, and it's happening right now. And this new digital medium is often referred to as distributed ledger technology. And that's a reference to the system we have now, the centralized ledgers.
Gets better, guys. Hold on to that thought. What would you build?
2 years as it happens. We've been trying to figure out what are the problems that the financial industry uniquely needs to solve right now. We've been prototyping different blockchain architectures and features to map against those problems, launching lots and lots of tests with partners, and then taking that learning and like funneling it back into the next set of tests. And that 2-year process has been, a really great learning experience. It's been driven by Visa and several other of our partners. And our goal collectively, to be super clear, is not to introduce a new cryptocurrency, but rather to apply these principles to the financial infrastructure that we rely on today to make existing currencies and securities and loyalty points and other financial instruments move much more efficiently between people, businesses, and institutions. And it's culminated in the chain protocol, which is a blockchain architecture that is specifically for issuing and transferring financial assets on permissioned blockchain networks in a way that has a scalable data model as well as consensus model, and ensures the privacy of data and the security of both the assets and the participants on the network. And this is a lot more than just a concept. This is a lot more than just a proposal. This is a lot more than just a white paper. The chain protocol is implemented today in a piece of flagship software, which is called Chain Core. And it is Chain Core which organizations run to either launch a new network or connect to an existing one. So both Visa and the participating institutions will run this software. And here's a preview of just the interface up on the screen behind me. So if you're interested in learning more about Visa B2B Connect, and I hope many of you are, we have something special to share with you, which is that at the Chain booth for the rest of the week, Visa and Chain have assembled a demonstration of this service. You can come by the Chain booth, and folks from Chain and Visa will be there to walk you through how it works and show you what it's all about. You're also welcome to reach out to Chain or to Visa at the addresses listed here. And let me just conclude by thanking Money 2020 once more on behalf of Visa and Chain and Visa for their partnership and this exciting announcement. Thank you so much.
Do you understand now why I didn't sell yesterday, right? That's just a drop in the bucket compared to where we are going, guys. For me, getting into Onyx Coin right now and where we got into it, and even right now, is like getting into XRP in the early days, all right? You look at something like XRP now and you say, man, I wish I'd gotten into that below a penny when it was below a penny, right? Well, guess what? Here's your second chance, right? So do not pass it up, guys. Opportunities looking you right in the face. Yes, sir, it is. Master P, Rob, Cesar's talking about maybe XCN going to 42 cents, then $2. It's very possible, but hey, who knows? Yeah, actually, Master P, I watched his video on XCN last night. And yeah, the one where he projected 42 cents, man, I'm going to keep a moon bag just in case he's right. Because yeah, he's pretty good. I like his stuff. I enjoy watching Cesar. Everyone asks me, well, who do you watch? I watch Cesar. I watch Max for sure. I watch Jesse, but he doesn't make any videos lately because he's been busy in his life. But I watch Rule Black, stuff like that, right? The guys that know what they're talking about, right? Chain bullish, absolutely, man. That asshole in glasses in the video is gonna make us rich. Damn right. Jetpack always providing info. Yeah, Jetpack is always. Guys, I'm just a pretty face. He's the true wizard behind the curtains. I'm just a pretty face. Oh snap. Wow, yes, Ludwin, absolutely, man. Zback, it's time. Yes, Rob, guys in this space know why you're right, brother. Absolutely, man, absolutely. Guys, listen to Rob. I already invested 1K into XCN in November, so I'm buckled up and ready for a wild ride. That's what we like to see, man. That's what we like to see. Big things popping. Little things stopping, guys. What else do we have out there? We got a couple other videos. Let's get into Fred Krueger. Fred Krueger. All right, watch this, guys. He says why he thinks Bitcoin strategic reserve happens on Monday.
Hey guys, it is Friday, January 17th. We had a huge rally. We're at 104.50 on Bitcoin. Looking very good for next week. And this episode is going to be about the likelihood of a Bitcoin strategic reserve being announced, not just next year, not just next month, but on Monday. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, hit subscribe. Go to YouTube, hit subscribe. I record all these videos to YouTube, and you can find old videos and old interviews with people on YouTube. So it's a good place to kind of look for content. And then follow me on Twitter, subscribe to me on Twitter too. That's make an old dog happy. Now, what do I feel about this Bitcoin reserve? Well, I've been as up to a month ago, I was thinking, well, it'll probably happen at some point this year. Polymarket now is saying it's going to happen at some point this year with 60% probability. But then I went through this calculation in my brain, and I think now that actually it's happening on Monday. And the reason I think it's happening on Monday is we are going to have literally a blitzkrieg of EOs on day one. This stuff is not going to trickle in. It's not going to, it's not just to be a few and then we're going to do some studies. No, all these things are ready to go.
Yep, that's what I said.
There's going to be a massive array of executive orders coming on day one. I think you can take that as a given. I think there's going to be some that are around immigration, the wall, refugee status, all these different things. We're going to have some around taxes, tariffs, the external tax force, potentially an elimination of the IRS, and I think in this midst, there's going to be a bunch of Bitcoin-related resolutions, and I think the most important of those, I think, for most people, will be this Bitcoin strategic reserve. But there will also be something about SAB 121 and the curtailing of the SEC, and self-custody rights and all these other things. So I think the bigger picture is we're going to have this real barrage, this blitzkrieg of EOs. And I think if we don't have a Bitcoin strategic reserve on day one as an executive order, I think a lot of backers of Trump, including me, but not only me, but a lot of financial deep backers of this administration would be very upset. And I don't think Trump wants to start that war on day one. I think he wants to please his crowd. And I think he will please the crowd. And I think we're going to get a Bitcoin reserve on Monday. I think it's the only logical conclusion that happens. And I think at a minimum, we're going to take whatever coins are not going back to Bitfinex, whatever coins are held by the Treasury that Biden hasn't already sold by now. I think those coins are going into the Bitcoin strategic reserve immediately. So anyways, I don't think that's priced in. I think the stock market's closed on Monday, but Bitcoin will be trading. And I think next week's going to be an amazing week. I mean, you never know. But from a news perspective, it's going to be an amazing week. So that's it, guys. Have a great weekend.
I agree with them. The potential's there to be massive. Potential is there. What's with this news? Do we adjust targets significantly? Well, I'm gonna play it by ear, right? If these targets I'm anticipating happen as quickly as I am anticipating them. Now, XCN has shown me over this last 48 hours that it's moving faster than I had anticipated, right? I called for one cent one 2 days ago. I said we were going to 1 cent one, but I said it was going to take 2 weeks to get there. We got there in 12 hours, okay? So in saying that, Onyx Coin is showing a lot more strength and a lot more interest than I had originally anticipated in terms of timing. So if we do start reaching these targets that I'm calling for now quickly in short order, which I think that we will, then yes, we will have to readjust our exit strategies. But if you want help doing that, you have to be over on the Patreon for that, right? So yes, guys, if you need help figuring out when you should be leaving, when you should be taking profits and stuff like that, creating exit strategies, get over to the Patreon, guys. We're building all of that stuff for everybody over there. We will not be doing it on the YouTube channel here. We will not be telling everyone when to exit, just to be clear, because I know there's going to be a lot of people coming on saying, should I leave? Should I leave? You got to be on the Patreon for that. So yes. Liquidity, give yourself some credit, Rob, for sure. Legendary calls, all your hard work and amazing personality. Thank you so much, man. I know it's hard for me. It's hard for me to take credit for things, to be honest with you, right? I always shy away from that kind of thing. So yes, you're absolutely right, Liquidity, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. Beebs, Swift has a nice chart. Is Swift looking sexy right now? Let's have a look. Let's pull up the Swift chart, guys. We got to look at Swift, man. We got to give some love to Swift, right? It's one of my top holdings, man. It's one of my top holdings. It's been sneaky good too. It's been doing sneaky good. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Let's pull that chart up. See what's going on with Swift. She's looking good, guys. She's putting in right now. Swift's putting in a higher low. That's what you want to see before continuation to the upside. My target out of here, 1 cent 3.8 to 1 cent 4.5 is my next target on Swift on this breakout, guys. Look how high we went yesterday on a wick, all the way up to 1 cent 1.1. Crazy. We had a crazy wick yesterday, but I think this breakout's going to continue on, guys, for sure. Next week, forget it. We're up here for sure. JASMY, 7 to 8 cents next week. I think that if the bullish news comes out the way I think it is, all these coins are going to their next consolidation levels. Big leg up. Everybody's portfolio is going to look absolutely gorgeous, provided nothing hurts us macroeconomically, right? Does anyone know? So does anyone own Alien Base, ALB on base? I do not. Rob, another asshole glasses talking shit. Make us rich already. You're already pre-rich, man. What are you talking about? Thanks to you, I jumped in 1.5K right before it jumped up. My first win. Got to get in JASMY next. Nice. Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations. Welcome to the family, my friend. Welcome aboard. It's awesome to have you. Amazing. I just released a video for the members about 2 hours ago. So after the stream, make sure you go check it out. Rob is definitely right about XCN. Otaku, what's up, man? Checking in. It looks like the Trump pump is coming early. Let's freaking go. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Masterpiece says, listen, join his group. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We are having so much fun over there right now, guys. We're flipping coins. We're making money. I have 2 more picks over there right now that we are accumulating that we think are going to pop off like XCN has done. And I'm dropping another one next week, guys, right? So you got to get in on these projects early, man, because I don't drop them here on YouTube. I don't drop them here, right? Johnny, it takes money to make money, and the investment of your subscription on the Patreon will make people way more money than the $15 they had to spend to get over there is worth it. Yes, exactly, brother. Thank you, Johnny. Exactly, right? No one's going to help make you rich for free, right? So forget Swift. It's XCN, brother. So that means the bull run officially will start next week. I mean, yeah, you could look at it that way for sure. Joe, is it good to swap some XCN profit to Swift? Love the content, by the way. If it's me, man, if I'm being honest, that's just robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? And I never recommend that to people. I would use fresh liquidity, dry powder to accumulate Swift at these prices. I would not be selling one long-term bag for another, right? I call that robbing Peter to pay Paul. So, Master Pete, Rob, agree. Shift's gonna pump hard. Yeah, it is. Dave, what's up, buddy? Time is money. Waiting for the face melting gains. Bullish. David, dude, if JASMY jumps to 7 cents, I'll have hit a major lick. Just got 300 shares last night. Nice. That's what we like to hear, man. I own them both. Yeah, that's how it's done. Yes. The people who are staking are getting a peek at what it will be having 100K or more, making ARP 30%. Yes. $300 every 2 days. That's just it, guys. That's another reason you want to be on the Patreon. We help you figure out how you should be staking, how to make that 30% APR. You know, pretty much everybody over on the Patreon is staking their Onyx coin right now, making like 32% APR, man. We're just crushing it, man. We're crushing it. All right, what else do we have? Let's get into this article about stablecoins, guys. Very, very interesting. Another reason to be bullish. Look at this preparation for a pump. Stablecoin inflows to exchanges could push Bitcoin to new all-time highs. Bitcoin's price resumed its bullish trend and neared its all-time high of $108,200 ahead of Donald Trump's inauguration and after the encouraging U.S. inflation data. Bitcoin rose to a high of $105,800, which is pretty close to where it is now. Its highest level since December 18th, and significantly higher than this week's low of $82,000. It's funny how crypto can fluctuate like that, right? But I think they mean 92, not 82. What else we got? Crypto investors are likely cheering the upcoming Trump inauguration and the potential regulatory changes that could follow. Trump has pledged to be a pro-crypto friendly president and seeks to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. While the U.S. already mines the most cryptocurrency, crypto critics often cite Bitcoin's energy-intensive proof-of-work mining process as being at odds with energy initiatives. Anyway, tongue-tied. Trump, who recently launched his own meme coin, also runs World Liberty Financial, a crypto project that has raised millions of dollars, including from Justin's son. His administration also wants to prioritize cryptocurrencies, a move that may lead to substantial inflows. All spot Bitcoin ETFs added $755 million and $626 million in inflows in the last 2 days, bringing the cumulative inflows to $38 billion. The odds that Trump will create a strategic Bitcoin reserve in the first 100 days of his administration spiked to 42% from just 20%. Another potential catalyst that will push Bitcoin's price to a record high is the ongoing stablecoin inflows. Crypto Quant data shows that stablecoins have continued to flow into exchanges. This is notable since the stablecoins are used to buy Bitcoin. Yes, why else would stablecoins be inflowing into exchanges unless people were preparing to buy by the masses, purchase tons of crypto, guys, right? So we're seeing tons of inflows on stablecoins right now. Very bullish sign for further continuation to the upside. The weekly chart shows that Bitcoin's price has done well this week. It has formed a bullish engulfing pattern, and a popular positive sign that this pattern comprises of a big bullish candlestick that covers the previous bearish candlestick completely. Bitcoin has also formed a bullish pennant pattern consisting of a very long vertical line and symmetrical triangle. The pattern often leads to strong breakouts. We saw with Ripple's XRP this week. XRP was forming a pennant pattern since November of last year. Bitcoin remains above the 50-week and the 100-week moving averages. It has also moved much higher than $68,930, the upper side of the cup and handle pattern that formed between 2021 and November of last year. Therefore, Bitcoin will likely have a strong breakout and move to its all-time high of $108,200. A break above that level may see a jump to the next psychological point. So for me, the next leg up on Bitcoin, I'm thinking 115 to 120. 115 to $118,000. Plutobolic, Rob, any news on protocol staking being down? Yeah, it was just a glitch. It's up. It's up now. They had mass volume because so many people were unstaking to sell, right? But it's back to normal now. It's running perfectly fine now. Yeah, so everything's good. Believer in Christ. Oh, me too. Me too. I'm a Christian. I was literally swapping XCN for Swift. Thanks for the advice. You getting into Trump official? It's like 400%. No, I'm not getting into it. No, I am not. Maybe someone in the Discord can help me with figuring out MEXC. They want me to show ID. I'm using a VPN. You can trust the Discord if you want, but I made a warning about this earlier today, guys, because one of our Discord members got scammed today because they're scammers. So the Discord, guys, the Discord is a free service, okay? So what comes with a free service that we provide is a lot of scammers come in because it's free. And I will also note that on the Discord, you will never, ever, ever, never, under any circumstances, have direct contact with me personally on the Discord. I may comment and talk about things in the general chat with everybody, but you will never have any DMs. You will never, most of the time when you DM me over there, I won't respond unless you are a Patreon member or something. The only access you have to me one-on-one personally is over on the Patreon, guys, okay? So a lot of scammers over there pretend to be me. I have to boot people out of there, at least 2 to 3 people every day pretending to be me on the Discord. There's no scammers on the Patreon because it's a paid service. So if you want direct contact and communication with me personally, you have to be over on the Patreon. And in saying that, we have an entire community over there of people. We have hundreds of people there who help with the kinds of problems that you're having right now, believer in Christ. So if you jump over to the Patreon and join our group video calls, you can ask your questions in there, and I'm sure someone can help answer your questions for you, and you'd be getting an answer from a reliable source, right? Follow the same YouTubers. Guys, buy the dip on XCN. It will mega pump this bull run by March. I'm calling XCN to 32 cents, and it may go higher. Not financial advice. Guys, don't forget about JASMY. It will do very well. Yes. Crypto John fam. Guys, don't trust this snake oil salesman. If this is actually John, you literally rug pull your own Patreon members, dude. You literally pump and dump meme coins. You're a joke. Which I don't even think that this is actually John. You fudded JASMY, it pumped 500%. You fudded Gala, it pumped 300%. You fudded KASPA, you are the inverse Kramer of crypto. Everything that you call that's going to zero pumps to the moon. So, but again, I doubt that this joker is actually Crypto John. So we will... put him on timeout for 24 hours. Guy's a joke and a half. What else do we got? Okay, I'll come over to the Patreon. Just found you today. Awesome. It'd be awesome to have you over there, believer in Christ. We are doing a group video call over there about 20 minutes after this this live stream ends, so you can participate in that as well. What do we have here? Matt, double down on XCN family, triple down if you can. I didn't, still holding strong. Epic pump incoming. Yes. Someone mad they didn't get an XCN. Yeah. That'd be funny if that actually was Crypto John, though, eh? That would be hilarious. Like, coming into my chat to talk smack. Like, I gotta be honest with you guys. I don't really think that was Crypto John. I mean, but... yeah, it's just one of his friends or one of his subscribers that he probably sent over here to try to bash me because He's upset that everything he calls pumps, everything he says is going down goes up, and everything he says is going to go up goes down. So, what do we got? My big bag of XCN. He's a goofball. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Is it worth buying Swift at this point? Yes. In my opinion, it is. Swift is a good call right now. Anything below a penny on Swift, and this is just my opinion, is a fantastic opportunity, right? If XCN wasn't blowing up, that message wouldn't have happened, Rob. You got people mad for real. Hey, they hate us because they ain't us, right? So I muted him. He can still see us. He can still hear us and stuff, guys. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, he's likely sitting there right now. You know, he's like, man, I missed out on XCN. Right? He's all upset. And he's calling me down. This is him sitting around with his subscribers.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Lost him. He lost on JASMY. He lost on Gala. He lost on KASPA. He's losing. He lost on Onyx Coin. Haters gonna hate. Oh, you love it, guys. We love it. Right. Where were we? John lives in his parents' basement and telling people about financial advice. Yes, exactly, dude. Exactly. The guy lives in his parents' basement and says that he's a millionaire and he's retired. Why are you living in your parents' basement if you're a millionaire, dude? Like, ban John. Anyone that does videos from his mom's kitchen doesn't done well in crypto. 100%. Got 1K of XCN before the pump came. 27. Hey, I got your back, brother. I got your back. Doubled my XCN bag yesterday. Nice. How high you think it can go? Like I said, I'm calling in the short term. I'm calling for about 3 to 5 cents in the short term. I'm thinking sometime before the end of around the end of March, beginning of April, I could see 10 to 12 cents. We needed a good laugh, eh? Bumbleclot. Do you think XCN will retest 1 cent 5 top there next week? I think it's going to consolidate for a couple days. If things start going parabolic again next week, I think it's going to destroy 1.5 cents. It's just going to go straight up to between 3 to 5 cents, to be honest. John missed out on JASMY and sold KASPA. He also missed out on Gala. Everything he calls, every time he says a project is going to zero, it moonshots. Like, it totally moonshots. His subscribers must lose so much money on opportunity. He told every one of his subscribers to sell JASMY at like 2.05, 2.04, and then it shot up to 4 cents 4. He screwed over every subscriber he has, and then he calls me a snake oil salesman. Live from the basement or the car or the woods. Yeah, no kidding, eh? Haven't heard that a lot. XCN Onyx 119.25. Interestingly enough, 119th progress of the year. Nice. Congress of the year. Nice. All right, what else do we have? All right, so we watched that guy. What else do we have? All right, so Sailor on SBR. If you know anyone is going to trade their 20th century assets for 21st century assets, Capital Network, check it out, guys.
Do you see a day where Donald Trump has a U.S. reserve in Bitcoin?
I do, actually. I think that Bitcoin is emerging as the world's reserve capital network. It is the dominant capital network of the world. So the dollar is the world's reserve currency. And you recall, I said money is currency if it's short-term, medium exchange. It's capital if it's long-term store of value. And if I wanted to send $1 billion from one point on the earth to the other, right, the choice is ship $1 billion of gold, move $1 billion building, or send Bitcoin, or send $1 billion of paintings. You can see paintings aren't fungible. They don't make good money. A building isn't portable. It doesn't make good money. Gold, gold failed as a capital network 400 years ago when the King of Spain tried to send a bunch of gold to the Netherlands to finance his army. It got blocked by Queen Elizabeth. She bankrupted the Spanish army, and that's why the Netherlands is Protestant and not Catholic today. So it's pretty obvious. Bitcoin is a great capital network, and it's a great capital asset. It makes sense for the U.S. to own it, because if the U.S. owns that capital network, then anybody that wants to sell their Russian real estate or their Chinese natural gas fields is going to buy Bitcoin. So if you know where everybody's going, if you know everybody in the rest of the world is going to Bitcoin, and if you know everybody in the 20th century is going to trade their 20th century assets for 21st century assets, you might as well buy a big chunk of the network so that when they get there, you're the beneficiary of it. And I think Trump is a pretty good business person, and this is an economic brilliant stroke. So I think that they get it, they understand it, and we will see the U.S. Move very, very aggressively into Bitcoin at some point in time.
100%, man. Rob, great chat. You're doing great, brother. Happy for you. Thank you so much, Master Pete. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Holmes, what's up, brother? All right, what else do we have? Anything else? Anything else on the docket? Oh, yes, we have more about the strategic reserve. Check this out, guys. Check it out.
Bitcoin has enjoyed this incredible run, Matt. As we look ahead now to 2025, 12 months from now, Matt, it's December 2025. We're talking here. Bitcoin is where, Matt? What do you forecast?
It's great to be here. We're going to have the same conversation that Bitcoin has had an incredible run. We expect Bitcoin to be up above $200,000 by this time next year. There are just three irrepressible sources of demand driving the market. You have ETFs that are vacuuming up Bitcoin. You have public companies like MicroStrategy vacuuming up Bitcoin.
I disagree with him right there. We're not going to be at $200,000+ Bitcoin at this time next year, because this time next year, we will be falling into a bear market. 2026, do not be misled by anybody, guys. 2026 is going to be the start of us falling down into a bear market. In 2021, you had all these big influencers telling you that 2022 was going to be bigger than 2021. And we spent all of 2022 crashing down into a bear market. The 4-year cycle is consistent, okay? Anyone telling you to hold through 2025 and into 2026 is going to get you wrecked.
Bitcoin. And now we're talking about governments vacuuming up Bitcoin. At the end of the day, it comes down to supply and demand. There's too much demand, not enough supply. And so I think the price goes higher in 2025.
Hey, Matt, rarely, though, do you see demand for an asset so sustained over this kind of a time period, right? Does it need new catalysts, or, is this effectively just a momentum trade with nothing really to stop it?
Well, I think the real story is people just wake up to Bitcoin at different paces. We saw retail investors get there first. We've seen companies and financial advisors get there. We're starting to see institutions get there. And once they realize that Bitcoin's not going away, that it belongs in a portfolio, they have to get off zero, get to 1%. BlackRock now says 2%. So it's just this cascading series of educational breakthroughs that brings new people into the market. Look, Bitcoin is now a global macro asset. It's a few $1 trillion. Pretty much every investor should have some, and we still have a large number of investors to go. That's why I think this is maybe a momentum trade. Maybe it's a one-off introduction, but we're still early in that journey. We have many quarters to go.
In terms of potential catalysts, Matt, I got to ask you about Trump and his support for this idea of a Bitcoin strategic reserve, Matt. What do you make of that? What do you think the odds are that actually happens? If it did happen, what would it mean for the price?
Yeah, I'll answer that last one first. If we do get a Bitcoin strategic reserve where the government is buying Bitcoin, and there's a bill from Senator Lummis that had the government buy 1 million Bitcoin, $200,000 Bitcoin is going to be looking quaint. You're going to be looking at $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 Bitcoin. It's just too big a story because governments all around the world would have to do it. When this initial idea was floated, I was somewhat skeptical of it, but over the months, it hasn't gone away. In fact, we continue to see leaders in the Trump administration suggest that they're open to it. I still think, maybe it's less than a 50% chance, but it's not zero. And again, if it happens, or if we start to see it happening in other countries, you're going to see, a rip up in Bitcoin that will make 2024 look pretty docile in comparison.
And one of the other predictions that you have for the coming year is that Coinbase is going to be a big beneficiary here. So big a beneficiary that it's going to surpass Schwab in terms of brokerage size. Talk us through how you get from here to there.
Yeah, right now it's about half the size of Charles Schwab, and we think it could reach that and more. Coinbase is this really unique opportunity because there was so much regulatory suppression over the past few years. Coinbase hasn't had major competitors bubbling up to challenge it. It's sort of had a degree of regulatory capture, if you can believe it. And as a result, it's been able to sustain its high margins in brokerages and then layer on things like stablecoins, like its layer 2 network base. It's executing extremely well. It has a limited competitive environment, and it's in an industry that's growing 100% year over year. When you add those three things together, you'll see this vault up the spectrum. It'll also help if it gets into the S&P 500 and you see institutions buying it broadly. But I think it's a really unique situation driven by the fact that there was so much regulatory uncertainty. It cleared the competitive path, and now it's going to reap those rewards and build really, maybe an unassailable position leading this industry in the US.
I agree with a lot of what he said, guys. It is going to be huge, and you're in now, guys. You're in right now. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Strawberry Dragon, what about Spell Token? It seems like I get asked about Spell Token every video again. Now listen, Spell Token. I like Spell Token. However, Cynthia Lummis and Gillibrand, they have a bill that's being wrapped up, merged with the FIT 21 Act, right? FIT 21 bill that's going through Congress, okay? And what is in there in that bill, especially now that Trump's going into office, inside that bill is actually an algorithmic stablecoin ban in the United States. Now, how does this correlate to Spell Token? Well, Spell Token's ecosystem is reliant on an algorithmic stablecoin, right? So one of two things is going to happen when this bill passes and algorithmic stablecoins are banned in the United States. Either Spell Token's going to have to get rid of the algorithmic stablecoin in their ecosystem to be able to function inside the United States, or they're going to have to leave the United States. So one of those two things will happen. Now, here's a caveat to that. That's going to take time, which means you should still make your money on Spell Token in this bull run, right? But for the next one, maybe not the best idea, right? Jetpack, the 4-year market cycle is just like nature's cycle. Nothing lands the same day throughout the year, but the seasons always play themselves out. Yes, 100% agree, brother. 100% agree with that. All right, guys, listen, I got to get ready. We're going to do a live group video call over on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. If you want to continue the conversation, if you want to join us live, we do a group video call live over there. Everyone can see and hear each other. It's a phenomenal time. We have a blast. You learn a lot. If you're new to crypto, you can jump in. You can take notes. You can hear a lot of the veterans that have been around a while bounce things off each other. We're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about what we think is going to happen with the inauguration, the pump, the Trump coin, the Powell's speech on Friday. We're going to talk about Onyx Coin's next targets, price predictions. We're going to talk about JASMY. We're going to talk about all that stuff, guys. So get over to the Patreon, join the conversation. You can also book one-on-one coaching AMAs with me personally. The link is in the chat. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the description. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys live in about 20 minutes over on the Patreon.